Talk about deja vu. The last time you would have heard this music live was in 1983. The faces are familiar too, though the hairstyles have changed. In some cases, there's more of it. In some cases, less. But with each note, these former members of the wonderful grand band, reunited this week in St. John's, take us back instantly. It was the most popular band and TV show in the province. Traditional music mixed with rock and roll, a new sound, a new look, a new generation of fans. For Jamie Snyder, Ron Hines, Ian Perry, Glenn Simmons, and Paul Boomer Stamp, this reunion is a chance to revisit a highlight in their careers.
The chemistry of the group. Everybody was such a strong individual in themselves. They all could have gone off and formed their own groups, which people pretty much did. But they were all these strong characters in one group, and somehow it worked. You know, I mean, there was always all kinds of pushing and pulling every which way, but it worked. Once we hit the stage, it was wonderful. It had a great dynamic.
It was manic. It was, I guess, in a lot of ways, the most alive I've ever felt in my life. It was fun, energy, optimism, all of those things wrapped together.
The guys have all gone on to pursue individual careers, still with the music industry. Snyder in Toronto, Perry in Halifax, Stamp, Hines, and Simmons, mostly out of St. John's. But the WGB influence lives on.
What I find now most gratifying about the Grand Band is when I look at other younger artists who've come up over the past 15 years or so, and met with them and talked to them and seen their work, and you see the influences from that era, you know, and you see that we actually achieved something. There was a cause and effect of what we did, right? I think we influenced a lot of people, everybody from the Punters, who are opening tonight, who sound so much like us, have so much of Figgy Duff's elements in them, you know, and all that whole era, right? We were all very young then, right? But we left something, I think. We left a stamp that people are able to carry forward.
How about the concert? Any nervousness at all, or is it just a good time to be playing together?
I think when I started thinking about it yesterday, I was starting to get a little bit nervous. But I think once we get up there and, you know, get through the first song, do the first song, bang, it'll all just click in and way to go.
It's like riding a bike, some of this stuff. You basically never forget. You get up, it's a little bit shaky, but eventually you go, hey, I can still ride the bike. All right.
Well, if anyone ever doubted the popularity of wonderful grand band, this crowd here tonight proves otherwise. 14 years later, they've turned out in droves. And if the old saying is right, that nothing brings back a memory like a song, this night will be notorious for Newfoundland nostalgia. Jigs and reels and reminiscences all rolled up into one big reunion between band and fans. What brings you out here tonight?
Oh, WGB, of course.
Why? What is it about them that you like so much?
My God, they're a legend. They're a legend in their own time.
I have to come see the wonderful grand band. I mean,
why?
Because we spend a lot of time during university going to see them. Many, many times.
Yeah.
We play the CD every weekend.
You don't?
Yeah. Bought it for Christmas, and it's been on the weekend, every weekend since.
Living in a fog.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't beat it, right? We are living in a fog.
And that was the band's cue. The fog machine was a dead giveaway. It was one big memory from the word go. Missing a few original members, but the old spirit was there in spades, making up for its 14-year absence. Fans got the full repertoire of WGB hits and several encores. The Matthew arrived without them. It was the more recent past being celebrated here.